Hare Krishna. So today we'll be understanding something about initiation. So what is initiation? And we'll be trying to cover different aspects of initiation. So basically, Srila Prabhupada explains, and we can understand from the word itself. Initiation means initiate. Initiate means we initiate something, we start something. So in actual terms of words, initiation means we start our journey towards back to Godhead. And who initiates our journey is a spiritual master. So in that sense, initiation is the most important thing in a person's life who is trying to advance in spiritual development. It is mentioned in Srila Rupa Goswami's Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, different stages, different steps, how a person should develop and go towards Krishna. First important principle is he mentioned is Ado Guru Ashram. Ado Guru Ashram means Ado means starts by taking shelter of a Guru. So entire spiritual journey initiates when we take shelter of a bona fide spiritual master, and we'll understand why he has to be bona fide. And it is said in one of the Bhakti Vinod Thakur's song that in every lifetime we get our parents, we get our mother, and we get our father. But it is only very rarely in a very specific lifetime we find our spiritual master. Because what parents gives us gives birth to this body. But what spiritual master does is to give birth to our spiritual body, in the sense that he start awakening our spiritual self, and it becomes a kind of second birth. When we take initiation, it becomes a second birth, and that's why even our names changes when we get initiated. Our entire existence changes when we take initiation. So initiation is not a small thing which is happening in a soul's journey, eternal journey of spending millions and millions of lifetime on this planet, on this universe, material universes. It is a very rare occasion which is being initiated by a bona fide spiritual master. So this is what initiation means, that we initiate ourselves into spiritual life. And it is said in Bhagavad Gita that Yesham tu antagata papam jananam punya karmanam te dvanda moha nirmukta bhajante mam dridhavrataha. That who is the person who can constantly keep striving for perfection and going near to Krishna? It is said whose life of sinful life has been ended. Yesham tu antagata papam. It is given in Bhagavad Gita. So it is said, unless we are rid of all the sinful reactions, all the sinful burden on our head, on the entire karma burden on our head, till that point of time we cannot advance in spiritual life. So although we want to start our journey towards Krishna, but our old baggage, our old karma keep retarding us in advancing spiritually, because it has been holding us back to this world. Because it is why it is holding, because we have to pay our debt, otherwise we are not clean of our karma. So although you get initiate, but you cannot go further unless the retarding force of that baggage is being taken care of. So Now that is a very important function. Who will remove that baggage from my head? The accumulation of so many millions of lifetimes of karma. It is said a bona fide spiritual master has a power to take away all our karma on his head, because he's been given power that he can take all the karma of a disciple and pass it on to Krishna, because he's connected to Krishna, and he's connected to Krishna because he's bona fide spiritual master. So that is why spiritual master has to be bona fide, because he has a very responsible work and a very important work to take all my karma, and unless he takes all my karma, I cannot advance spiritually. I cannot continue going on in my spiritual journey properly. So that is a guru's role, and gurus takes that responsibility that now I initiate you and I am going to take you back to Krishna. So in that sense, we get assurance, we get fully confident by the words of his spiritual master. If we follow his instruction after getting duly initiated, we are sure to go back to Krishna. So that surety comes when we get initiated by a bona fide spiritual master, because he'll keep guiding us lifetime after lifetime. So does that mean once I get initiated, next lifetime I don't go back to Krishna? What happens to me? Even Srila Prabhupada as a bona fide spiritual master will keep track of us. Once he initiates us, he will not leave us unless we go back to Krishna. He'll keep coming in different forms in next lifetimes also, if we fail to go back to Krishna in this lifetime, and he'll keep inspiring us, keep motivating us, and keep be behind us unless we go back to Krishna. So that is a guru's role. Okay, guru is taking such a heavy responsibility upon himself, then what is disciple's role in that? The disciple role is to surrender completely onto such a spiritual master, because he has taken away all my karma, and my body is running because of karma, and no more karma is existing upon me. It means the entire mind and body is being sold out to Prabhupada, sold out to Krishna, because I am not carrying any karma. My body becomes karma free. So it means this body is no more mine. It becomes of a spiritual master. So with this body and mind, we are supposed to be constantly meditating, following the instruction of Srila Prabhupada. And his most basic instruction is chanting 16 rounds and following 4 regulative principles. So he expects us to follow at least these 2 minimum instruction in our entire lifetime, and we don't give it up at any moment. There's a basic criteria to get past and to go back to Krishna. But this does not mean if I am capable to do more, I'll just keep myself to the minimum. No. Whatever Srila Prabhupada desire for me, I have to follow that. Whatever his mission is not his mission, it is my mission. Because he has taken responsibility for me to take me back to Krishna. So my only purpose of life is just to please him with my heart, with my words, and with my soul, with my actions, and simply try to push on the mission of his spiritual master, which he has in my own personal life. That's my own personal purification, and to take this message in others people's life, and to help growing his mission, and to be the part of his organization, and to be the part of his great mission which he want to achieve for Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that becomes disciple responsibility. And the importance of initiation ceremony is that it is said in Padma Puran, Sampradaya Vihinate Mantra Nishfalaha Mataha, that unless you get duly initiated in a bona fide parampara, the mantra which we chant will yield no power, will yield no result to us. It means if we don't take Hare Krishna Mahamantra from Srila Prabhupada and get initiated by him, the maximum benefit of Hare Krishna Mahamantra to evoke our love of God will not come come about, will not take place. So it means if I have to properly chant and properly hear and properly advance in the worship of my holy name, I have to get initiated formally by Srila Prabhupada. And that does not mean that before initiation when we chant there is no power. No, always there is a power of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. But that becomes very established fact that now Hare Krishna Mahamantra, holy name, Nama Prabhu and Prabhupada is personally guiding my life. So it is also said that Srila Prabhupada installs the deity of holy name in my heart when we get initiated. When we get initiated, Srila Prabhupada says that I have installed the deity of Nama Prabhu in your life, and you have to keep serving Nama Prabhu. You have to keep serving holy name. You have to keep serving mission of the holy name. And the mission of the holy name is to go to each and every corner of the world. So that's why this initiation ceremony is very important, that whatever advancement I make by practicing any spiritual life, it is just to please Srila Prabhupada. We practice anything, we practice Ekadashi, we practice chanting, we practice eating only Krishna Prasadam. Anything we do in spiritual life, reading Srila Prabhupada books, preaching, is only to please Srila Prabhupada and nothing else. So we should not think that I am doing this activity to directly please Krishna. No, I am not doing it. I am doing it only to please Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada gets pleased when we please Krishna. So in that sense, there is no difference in between we pleasing Krishna and we pleasing Prabhupada. But primary is always we am following Srila Prabhupada's instruction to please Prabhupada and to please Krishna. And there is a specific procedure what Prabhupada has set up. In Ritvik system, we follow a specific process wherein what Srila Prabhupada established a principle how initiation should take place pre-1977. That same system we follow in Ritvik system, wherein 4 things happens in initiation ceremony. First thing, your name is being changed. You'll be getting an initiated name by Srila Prabhupada. Second thing, you'll be a part of Homa. And part of Homa, wherein all your past karma will be burnt, will be taken by Srila Prabhupada on his head and pass on to Krishna. Third thing what happens is you get a chanting mala, chanted by one of the authorized representative of Srila Prabhupada, and it all happens after you fulfill the basic criteria of at least chanting 16 rounds for the 2 years and following all the regulatory principles at least for 2 years. The different centers it is a different rules, but at least it is said in our place 2 years you should be chanting 16 rounds. The same time you have to go through a test, you have to go through an interview process, a screening process after these 2 years gets over, so that temple authority understand that you are a right person to be initiated by a spiritual master, because it is not a joke, it is a very serious business. Only when a serious person is allowed to take initiation from Srila Prabhupada. So if we are not serious, then it doesn't happen. So anyways, we are serious and we are trying to follow as much as we can follow Srila Prabhupada. So it just have to come into practice for a sustainable period of time. So I think it helps. Hare Krishna.